What if every day I woke up and was intentional about what I wanted to do? What if I was woke up and was deliberate every day, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, every year about what I was striving to do? What would happen? And then I came up with the intentional mindset concept that I have now, because there's levels. There's levels to it. You don't have to start off a millionaire. You don't have to start off making $1,000 a week. You can start off making $60 a week just selling 3 shirts, but at least you sold your shirts. You just got to be comfortable with the level that you're at. If you're at the level where you need to just understand who you are in that space that you're trying to create, then go ahead and learn. It's no problem with learning your craft, mastering your craft. They tell you you need 10,000 hours just to master a craft. All those 10,000 hours are not just activity. Some of that is actual learning, getting inside books, learning online, getting the relationships with the people that you need so you can get shirts from whatever country or state, or bring and the distributors and all that other stuff. All that becomes a part of mastering your craft. But you have to find out what's important. You know what I mean? Those little bit of times that you're using Facebook to just scroll, why not use it to build your business? If you're sitting there and you're watching TV, don't watch right. Don't watch Power tonight. Don't watch Scandal tonight. Don't watch Game of Thrones tonight. That's 30 minutes that you, out of your time where you could have been mastering your craft. It's all about what's important to you when it comes down to what you want. And a lot of people, it's not important enough. They don't want it bad enough. All right, so let's talk about mindset for a second, how it affects you physically, from a mental standpoint and physical standpoint. So I was doing some research about a couple of weeks ago, and I was trying to figure out, when you change your mind, when you tell yourself, I'm going to start doing something, what happens to you on a physical level? And I looked it up, and there was some research that shows that, so our mind is made up of all these neural pathways, right? Neurons firing off, and they have pathways attached to them throughout it's like a neural network, what they call. And what happens is, all these habits that we've accumulated over time, those are the pathways that are already established. And what's crazy is, you tell yourself, I'm going to stop this habit. I'm going to stop watching TV 2-3 hours of the day. I'm not going to watch TV no more. I'm going to throw my TV out, and I'm going to stop watching TV. The day you throw out that TV and you start telling yourself, I'm not going to watch TV, the neural pathway that's connected to each other, those neurons that are connected to each other about you wanting to watch TV, this thing, they disconnect physically in your brain. And the new habit that you're trying to have connects on another side of your brain and connects new neural pathways for that information that you've just acquired. It starts connecting on a physical level and creates new neural pathways for this information to start flowing throughout your mind. So if you tell yourself this, literally a physical change, a literal physical change, when you tell yourself, I'm gonna do something different. So let's think of this. When you tell yourself, I want to become an author. So tomorrow, I'm going to start researching on how to write this book on this topic that I feel like I'm an expert in, and I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it out. Instantly, whatever you're about to let go of to make time for that book, you're gonna disconnect that habit inside of your mind over time. It's gonna start cutting off those neural pathways that it had for that habit, and it's gonna start cutting them off. And in the meantime, while you're researching for the book, while you're writing down this new information, while you're reading all this information, your brain at that moment is creating this new neural network of information so that it can flow seamlessly for you and be accessible. Now imagine if you woke up every day and told yourself, I'm going to intentionally reshape my mind. I literally, from that day on, after watching that video, tested the law of attraction. I tested how it would work on my life. So I literally every day told myself in present tense who I was and what was going to happen for me. And that's what I still do to this day intentionally. I tell myself I am a 10-time award-winning author.
Yes.
I am one of the top 20 speakers in the US by 2019. I am this person. I
Positive affirmation.
positive every day. I speak to myself as if I'm that person already. And if people start doing that intentionally, like we're talking about intentional mindset, all of this stuff is doing it deliberately, intentionally, every
Can
day.
you just talk about a little bit about what that means to be yourself, just briefly?
Man, a lot of times we don't know who we are. We don't, because we're allowing everybody else to tell us who we are. You know, we're so politically correct. We're always trying to be someone else for somebody else because we don't want to hurt their feelings or we don't want to rock the boat or whatever. But that if you do that, you're living a lie. Like what you need to do is deliberately, intentionally block out all the distractions, all the stuff that people are saying, the suggestions on your life, on who you should be, you know, and then start being yourself. You need to understand there's two type of people in the world. There is a horse and there is the wolf. The horse is driven by the whip. The horse is, it always needs someone to drive them. It always needs someone to motivate them and push them forward. Or there is the wolf who is driven by his hunger. All he knows is there's a meal out there and I'm going to get it. You need to decide to yourself right now for 2017, am I the horse or am I the whip or am I the wolf?